Hi guys, I'm back tonight and I'm going to show you guys how to make one of our favorite breads, zucchini bread. So first what you need to do is go ahead and turn on your oven to 350 and preheat. And then I like to use, it's entirely up to you, you can use a 9x9 pan or loaf pans or however you want to do it. But I have a bun pan and I love it for doing the zucchini bread. Just easier to slice off and it looks a little prettier too. So then you just go ahead and spray that pan. Which I'm gonna do. Okay. And set that aside. And then the next thing you're gonna do is take and put in 1 1/4 cups of vegetable oil. Let me find all my cups here. And I don't have vegetable oil, I have canola oil. That works just the same. We don't have any problems using that. So put a cup in. And 1/4. Putting that in. Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna do is put 2 cups of sugar. Bad thing is it has a lot of sugar in it. So, sorry I'm really close. I'm trying something different with the camera. So, let's see here. There we go. 2 cups of sugar to that. And you could use like solo sugar or some of the other kind of sugars. You don't have to use your regular one. I've never tried it, but I don't see why it would taste any different. I mean, obviously the less sugar, the better. My kids, on the other hand, think that this is the best thing ever. Tucker will eat almost a whole pan of this stuff. And then 4 large eggs. Where's that about? Never mind, I got them out. So, 1, 2, 3. I'm sure they're really not dying, and that screaming is their silly game that they play. Sorry for that in the background. Okay, so I've got 4 eggs in there. And then we're gonna add some vanilla. Let's see, a tablespoon. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla in. Then you're gonna whisk that all together. Hey T, can you please keep it down, baby? Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Ooh, I just slopped that everywhere. My whisk doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know if it's busted or what. Okay, I'm gonna whisk that all together. Makes a nice kind of a thick sugary paste. Once it's all mixed in, and then we are going to add in another size bowl, whisk in the flour, cinnamon, baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and then add it to the wet ingredients. I'm going to be really lazy and I'm just gonna add it in because I don't want to dirty another bowl. It's entirely up to you if you want to follow the recipe. My husband likes recipes, likes to follow them to the T. I don't like dishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in, I saved the flour for last just because it's obviously the thick part that's going to stir in. So I need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, which is quite a bit of cinnamon. Sorry, gotta find my measuring spoons. So 2 teaspoons. Ooh, hopefully I have enough cinnamon. And 1. Ooh. And 2. And then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, added the soda, and then a fourth of a teaspoon of salt. So, fourth of a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just mix that part up. Get that mixed in before I add the flour. I do not like my whisk. It feels like it's gonna break on me. I think I might have to get my smaller one or hold it lower. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm gonna switch it out even though it's longer. It's better for this. I'm gonna get my short one. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there it is. Found it on my little one. Okay, I feel like I have better control over it. So then you're going to add 3 cups of flour. I'm going to take and put about a cup in each time, spin, and then stir it around. Otherwise, it's a lot of work. Okay, there's 1. And the zucchini that we have actually is leftover zucchini from last year that I froze up, so we are excited for another garden season of zucchini. Plus, Mommy likes it in other things, but the kids like it best in this. Mommy also likes taking and using zucchini and using her spiral and making spaghetti out of it and using as my noodles. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Just put a little bit of olive oil or whatever oil you want in a pan after you've spiraled them, and then just kind of cook them around until they get warm. Add your spaghetti sauce. And a much healthier option than your normal spaghetti. And it tastes good too. Okay, cup number 2 in. It's starting to get big. I'm gonna get my arm workout for the day. If you have, it says to whisk it, but if you have a mixer, you could, I don't see why you couldn't use a mixer also. Okay. Hey, Top. You're okay, dude. Okay, the last cup is going in. And if the sugar and oil in this already is not bad enough for you, we have a secret ingredient that we add into our zucchini that my grandma used to do for us when she made it. So it's been brought down by 2 generations. And I wish I could see her to tell her that it still lives on. So we just put her in a nursing home. She's almost 96 years old, and so we can't see her right now. So we're a little disappointed with that. Completely understand for the safety of everybody, but it's just hard. We miss her. So then I'm gonna get my spoon, and then you're going to fold in, it says about 3 cups of zucchini. So I have my zucchini already shredded and measured, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add that in there and stir that around. And you wanna make sure you get most of the moisture off of it. I don't want it to be squeezing runny. You wanna make sure that it's moist, but not dripping. So. Okay. That helps loosen that batter up a little. And then our secret ingredient is as chocolate chips. It says they put in walnuts. You can do walnuts if you'd like. Nick doesn't like nuts, so we're gonna pass on that. So it said to put a cup, so I'm just gonna use whatever's left in this bag, which is probably pretty close to a cup, and stir those chocolate chips in. And voila, you have zucchini bread with the little cake. And then you're going to go ahead and pour that batter into your pan and bake until toothpick or whatever comes out dry. It says about 50 minutes. I did make this recipe before. I use a basic recipe and then I add my chocolate chips. And it did take about 50 minutes on the dot, even in my bundt pan instead of a 9x9, what it calls for. So plan on cooking for an hour. But I promise it's worth it. It's really good. Yeah, and then just let it cool, and then you can store, it says to store for 3 days. I think ours lasts longer than 3 days, but you have to watch it with the zucchini, obviously. So I hope you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.